Okay, Common Core Geometry kids, let's look at how you use trigonometry in right triangles to find the measure of the acute angles when you have two sides. All right, so here we go. This is a Regents question, example 1. I'm going to step right in. In the diagram below of triangle RST, the measure of angle T is 90 degrees. The measure, I don't need measure for that. The measure of RS is 65. And the measure of ST is 60. Here's your picture. Sometimes they give it to you, sometimes they don't. This is 65, this is 60, and we are looking to find the measure of angle S. What is the measure of angle S to the nearest degree? Angles, they tend to make to the nearest degree, which means whole number. Whole number. Okay, so let's do it, people. You need to mark angle S. You can call it whatever you want. I will call it theta. So we want to find the measure of angle S, right? So let's find theta. Theta is equal to the following. Okay, the way you do this is you label these sides, adjacent, hypotenuse. Your trigonometric ratio is cosine, but you do this little cosine with the -1, cosine inverse of 60 divided by 65. That's how you're going to do it, guys. It's all going to be done on the calculator. Again, you're in degree mode. If you take physics, every time you come back to this class, you must put your calculator in degree mode. Well, actually, I think physics is degree mode. Okay, so let's see. Cosine inverse, you must type second cosine to access the inverse, and then just type 60 divided by 65, and whammo, get your answer, 22.6, which becomes 23 degrees. Okay, that is a typical Regents question. Let's look at another one. Okay, there's going to be a lot of word problems on this. All right, example 2. Bob places an 18-foot ladder 6 feet from the base of his house. Okay, what does that look like? Well, a ladder is slanted, and then this 6 would be from the base of his house, so here's his house. Okay, la la la. There's his front door. Lovely house, Bob. Okay, and the ladder is 18, so the ladder will always be the hypotenuse, guys. And leans it up against the side of his house. Find the angle. The measure, find the angle that the bottom of the ladder makes with the ground. Find the measure of the angle. That the bottom of the ladder makes with the ground. Now, they're not going to give you the picture, so you have to know how to set it up. So it's one of the things you're learning here. Okay, call this angle theta, okay? So we want to find theta. So theta, let's label this adjacent, right? This is hypotenuse. So theta is cosine inverse, adjacent divided by hypotenuse. 6 divided by 18. Now, when you type that in, by the way, you could type 1 divided by 3 if you want, because it's the same thing. All right, but anyway, second cosine, and then make sure you're making yourselves do this on your calculators. So we get 70.52, blah, blah, blah. When we round that, theta is approximately 71 degrees. All right, kids. Now, this angle at the bottom, by the way, sometimes they will call this the angle of elevation. Sometimes they'll call it the angle of inclination. Okay, and if you ever hear angle of depression, if they're talking about a plane, this would be the angle of depression, just an FYI, which is the same as the angle of elevation, because these lines will always be parallel. Okay, so the angle of elevation, angle of inclination, angle of depression, all go on the bottom of the triangle. So just keep that in mind. Okay, let's try a very challenging problem. Okay. All right, before we do that, let's just do one more word problem. So let's say you have a handicapped access ramp, and they give you the picture. Okay, and they say the building code states that for every 1 inch vertical rise, the ramp must extend 12 inches horizontally. And they want the angle of inclination, so we'll call this X. So I just wanted to do a different one other than cosine. So this is going to be tangent because this is opposite, this is adjacent. So X would be tangent inverse, opposite divided by adjacent. Okay, so second tan and 1 divided by 12. So that's 4.76. So to the nearest degree, that would be 5 degrees. All right, kids, here's a more difficult problem. Okay, so let's say we have a picture like this. And then I'm going to have a right triangle going this way. All right, let's call this W, X, Y, Z. Let's say this is 15 degrees. We'll make this 12. Make this 20. That doesn't even look like 24. So let's make this 17. And we want to find the measure. Find the measure of angle W. All right, so in order to find the measure of angle W, I need another side, right? So this is the side that's in common. That's the key. So we're going to find that side. Okay, how are we going to find that side? We're going to use yesterday's lesson, last class's lesson. So this is opposite, and this is hypotenuse. So we're going to use sine. So this is more difficult because it's 2 steps. So you have to do sine of 15 degrees is opposite over hypotenuse. I'll just call this M. Why not? All right, sine of 15. Type it in. Round it to the 10,000ths place. 0.2588. 12 times M. So 0.2588 times M is 12. Divide 12 by 0.2588. So, about that. So M is approximately 46.3679. All right, so now this side is 46.373679. So now I go to this triangle, okay, and I'm looking for this angle. I'll just call it theta. So 17 is adjacent, and then this side is now the opposite. You probably want to use 2 colors when you do this because it starts to get very confusing. Okay, so opposite and adjacent is tangent. So theta is tangent inverse, opposite. All right, continuing. Somehow Siri thought I was asking her a question. I don't know what my elbow, or my wrist must have hit. All right, 46.3679 divided by 17. Tangent inverse. Type that in, round that to the nearest whole number, and that would be your angle measurement. So second tan, 46.3679 divided by 17. And so that rounds is 69.8. So that would round to 70 degrees. Okay, kids, that concludes our next video. All right, I hope this helps. Thanks. Oh.